What is up, y'all? Guys, in just a few days, just 2 days actually, we are starting the push pull swing challenge. Whether you are doing the completely free one, okay, this is just the first page of 4 pages, or the membership one, or you can pay for this, okay, or you can join. 2 more pages of this. So 21 days for 21 days straight, or 16 days over the course of 4 weeks. Okay, so we've done this one many, many times. We've had wonderful results. Okay, now let's talk about the differences other than the length. Okay, so for this one, here's a sample. Everyone gets this. Okay, now as you can see, there's a push and a pull for 10 total reps. Okay, throughout the day. It doesn't tell you. Now, if you look at the directions, you'll see that there are suggested reps, and you want to do as many sets as you need to get through. For example, if you are working on push-ups, okay, and your goal is to go from a higher incline all the way to the floor over the next 3 or 4 weeks, you are probably not going to start with super high reps because it's going to get harder and harder, okay? So the way I did it here is I gave you a little sample. You're going to do 4 reps the first round for your push-up. Then your first round, you'll do the same thing. You'll do a pull-up, okay, for 4 reps, okay? And then you'll get your swing in. Now, as you can see, it says 40 reps of swings, okay? And I obviously made a little error here. Actually, no, I didn't. It says 20 reps, okay? 20 reps for 2 sets, okay? So I got my swing done in 2 sets for this one. And then I kept going back and forth. I took a little bit of rest in between. So this one does require a little bit more thought, and having thought is good. Nothing bad with that. So there's a little more thought that has to go with this one. And the other thing is the push and pulls match. They're the exact same number that you have to complete, okay, for the next 4 weeks. As far as like the next day is 11 reps. So you want to get 11 total in at some point, pushes and pulls, okay? And you can do it throughout the day. Now, what's the difference? For the 21-day one, I'm not going to show you everything, but let's go here. You will see that the pushes are different than the pulls. There is a reason for that. And you're going to do 3 rounds. So it tells you how many rounds to do, and it tells you how many pushes to do and how many pulls to do. Okay, so for example, day 1, it says do 2 pushes. Okay, it could be 2 push-ups. Okay, it could be, I love how, so I'm doing a live recorded Zoom right now, and all I hear is everybody talking inside. It's not distracting whatsoever. Okay, so hey, are you excited real quick now that you're here? Are you excited for the push pull swing challenge?
I am. It's always I got hurt the first year, right? So yeah, I have to be careful. So
oh, that's interesting. I did not do that. Who did that?
I know with the thumbs
Wow,
up.
that was strange. Okay, so she got hurt the first year doing this one. Okay, you're really selling this, Now,
Okay,
but
the mobility helps a ton.
Okay, so she didn't do this one. Okay, this one
I
we
did fine last
year.
year. Yeah.
Okay, and Kathy is one of those people, so I want you all to learn from her. You want to know why she got hurt? Okay, she got hurt because number one, she didn't really spend time on her mobility. She chose a progression that might have been more ego driven than what her body was designed to do. So I'm really glad that she actually surprisingly stepped in here on my recording today. Luckily, we're not live, but I'm not going to edit it anyways. So I want y'all to learn, if you pick a progression that's a little bit too challenging in the beginning, guess what? You guys have the power to back off, okay? Because getting injured is the last thing you want to do. So I want this to feel like, oh, wow, I probably could have done more after your first few days. I don't want you to use all your gas and just blow your wad in the first few days, regardless of whether you're doing the 16-day or the 21-day, and not be able to finish and get hurt, okay? That's why I love the 21-day, because oh my gosh, I'm going to do this tomorrow. So I really better save energy.
But
This is
the other really funny thing is
Yeah.
last year
talking to here so they can hear.
is I didn't realize we had to do 3 rounds.
Yes, that's another thing. See, this is the, you know
So I
what?
thought, wow, this is really easy. Wow, no problem. And then I don't know, maybe day 4 or 5, I realized there were 3 rounds.
Yeah. So
And
week
so we
one-
really need more, you know.
yeah, so I put 3 rounds at the top for this year, even though there's directions underneath that will also say repeat each round 3 times. Okay. For every printout, it'll tell you how many rounds to do. So week 1 is 3 rounds. It tells you how many rounds, how many reps. This one does not tell you how many rounds because it just tells you the total reps. You can break it up. Say, for example, day 3, it's push and pull for 12 reps. Okay. You can do 1 rep and 12 rounds if you want. Okay. Now, I don't recommend working on your maximum effort every time you train. Okay. Because that's how you will get injured and that's how you will burn out. So I'm going to recommend finding something that's between 50 and 60 to 70% effort. Okay. 50 to 60 to 70% effort. So if you're struggling and you can barely do 1 push-up off the ground, please don't use that progression right now. Start with something higher. Start with a banded push-up. Okay. Start with a floor press, but try to stick to the same push exercise. Okay. So for example, I'm going to do ring dips. I don't expect anyone to do that. Okay. This is my personal journey. That's my push. Now it's been a while since I've done ring dips. So my first week might be a banded ring dip. Okay. And by the following week, if I feel a little bit better, I might take the band away. Okay. But if it doesn't feel good, I'll put the band back. So it's still the same pattern, just a little bit more assisted or a little less assisted. Okay. And that's the cool thing, guys, about the silver one, the membership one, is because each week we're going to have a discussion of how you're feeling. And so we can avoid people who go in head first thinking, oh, I'm so strong, I'm going to be able to do this position. And their form looks hideous because, and I say hideous not to make you feel bad, but hideous means injury. Okay. When I say hideous, that means you're going to get injured. And that's the last thing. That's not why we're doing this. We're doing this to get stronger and better. We're doing this to build foundation. And I'm telling you, if you follow a 50 to 70% effort, do not go 100%. Save your 100% for last day. You are going to be floored. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, that wasn't that hard. It didn't even take that long. And I can't believe I went from here to here. Okay. So that's the cool thing about this. And so again, the silver one, each week there's going to be a video with some ideas, with some more focus. This also gives you access to Magic Mobility with the upper cars, the lower cars, all of the hip stuff that you need. Okay. So even if you're not a member of the playground, you will open the door, and I am going to insert some Magic Mobility pieces. Game changer, you guys. Y'all want Magic Mobility. Okay. I'm not saying you can't do it with this. You can still do this, but please don't go in this with an ego. Leave your ego at the door. Learn from Kathy. She now no longer
I would never, I don't think I've ever heard 50%. So
okay.
Yeah.
She
50%. I don't even know how to live like that.
She doesn't hear half the stuff I say. Y'all should have seen the class this morning. It's like training a bunch of kindergartners. I'll literally say, okay, guys, so we're going to do 10 reps of this and 10 reps of that. And then I'll say that one more time through to make sure everyone got the 10. The second we start, how many are we doing? How many are we doing? By like 3 different people. I'm like, where were y'all? I just said 10 reps twice. So anyway.
There's a lot of camaraderie. There's a lot of warmth in the class.
Yes, it's a beautiful class, but just lots of patience. Now, since we're bringing up class, people really wanted us to implement the challenge inside the class. Okay. So this applies for those, that are playground members that show up to the bonus once a week. You will see some of this inside the class. Of course, we're going to do this together. Okay. And so I think that's a good start right now. I don't want to go too long. I already felt like we kind of went a little long. Thanks for the surprise visit. And so yeah, we're just real. Yes, you can get hurt if you have a progression that's not correct for you. And this is exactly why I'm doing the live tomorrow. for my people. Okay, y'all are my people too. But I'm telling you, level up if you can. It's really worth it. You can either pay to get in the challenge or become a member, and the challenge is free. Okay, and you get so many other things with the membership. Okay, but either way, make sure whatever progression you're choosing feels good, feels right for you. And if it doesn't, you can switch it. Okay, now I want to hear from you. Please message me. I want to know what you're going to do. What push are you going to focus on? What pull are you going to focus on? Are you going to do a deadlift? Are you going to do a swing? Are you going to do a hinge? Are you going to do a clean? Okay, so many ideas inside the portal, as you know. And I'm going to sign off now because I like to keep things concise, and I feel like we've kind of gone a little bit over. But the two of us, we're funny at times. Some people show up to the class just for humor, although that really wasn't supposed to be the main point. The main point is to keep y'all strong and fit, not for entertainment. I'm not here to entertain or be y'all's friend. It's for education. She's laughing. All right, love y'all. I'm going to upload this in. And again, let me know if you guys have any questions. And that's it for now. And I'll see you guys Monday. I want to see y'all in the group, all of y'all. Take care.